So this would be vlog number 2. Recently, I started watching Paradise. We got a Disney subscription to watch the baseball World Classic that we won, Venezuela won, which was awesome, freaking awesome to experience that. I think we never won before, or maybe we did, but the way baseball worked before was a little bit different. I'm not fully sure about that. Anyways, we got that for that, but now we have a subscription at least till the end of the month. So I started watching Paradise. At first I was watching it with my wife, then I continued watching it on my own. It's a interesting series. It reminded me of Wayward Pines, I think is the name of the one I'm thinking about. There's some plot points that I find are disturbing and at the same time coincidental to some of the stuff we're seeing with the world stage right now. I don't know how to feel about that, but I don't know. It's a entertaining series. It has good acting. It has, I believe, good writing. The way they present certain things, they encourage you to care for the characters that they present on the story, which is basically what you want to do. You want to have character development and for the story to unfold on stages and not give everything from the get-go. And I think it's successful to the point that I'm watching right now. It's fairly successful at doing that. I still don't fully know how I feel about the series because I'm finishing the first season. It's 2 seasons now. I have to see where it goes from here, but that's something that I've been watching and that maybe some of you might be interested. So there you go. What else has been happening? Well, one of the reasons that it's complicated for me to make stuff for my channel is I think I mentioned it during my live sessions, is that by the time I actually have full control of the time I have, I'm super tired, and I notice the difference in when I'm doing something clear-headed versus when I'm doing stuff completely tired. Like right now I'm kind of running on fumes, but yeah, that's something I think I've mentioned it in the past, but I bring it to light to some of you that might be new to this whole thing, that you do need to rest. Like glorifying all-nighters and glorifying being tired all the time, it's no good. Get your sleep, treat yourself like you're an athlete, and you're probably gonna be better off in your creative pursuits. It doesn't matter what it is, you're gonna perform better if you take good care of yourself. And I need to listen to my own advice. I've been trying to way harder to do than to mention. In my case, mainly the main reason I say this is because I'm overweight and my health would definitely improve if I lost a lot of the weight I have. I've done it a couple times in different stages of my life, but it has found to be particularly difficult in this part of my life because of stress, day life stuff, and I guess a little bit of being more of a sedentary person. I do enjoy doing exercise. When I can, I go for a walk or I try to do my reps, but that relates to what I was saying about performance. Like if I decide, let's say I'm already done for the day and I have some time off to work on social media stuff, then I have to choose between working on an art project and trying to work on some editing stuff and doing exercise, which what I'm trying to get to with this is that if I do exercise, then I'm gonna perform worse if I try to draw something, because like basically your arms, if I do push-ups for example, that are part of my routine, then you need the fine motor skill to to draw properly. So I stay off that, and basically I'm doing all day. I'm doing other stuff. So by the time I'm at this stage, I'm just thinking of going to sleep, basically. Yeah, I know there's people that have successfully balanced all the stuff I'm talking about right now. With that said, some of the ones I know about, they're like millionaires. That's a great way to to balance things, but you do have to find that sweet spot where you're taking good care of yourself and also attending the stuff you need to be attending. Yeah, I don't know if I have other stuff to talk about right now. Well, about my artwork, I have a bunch of ideas for stuff that I haven't been able to work on, which I guess feeds into part of the frustration I sometimes feel. And I guess as the nature of this, I do have, like, on one side I have an idea for a comic book project or an animated short film. Would be awesome to turn it into a series, but for that you need a crew of people. I'm not a crew people type of guy, but I don't know, it depends, I guess. If I ever would get the funds for that, it would be interesting to see if I could get something made. That would be interesting. And on the other side of that, I have like my own characters that I paint or draw in my artwork every chance I get. So I'm trying to on one side put together what could be considered a collection, and on the other side give this storytelling part of myself an outlet with crafting kind of a story, even if it's a short story or a comic book. I'm writing that, even if it's, I have like, I don't know, a couple pages or something. I think it's important, even if you don't ever publish it. I think it's important to craft your ideas, to get them out of your mind so it's somewhere. Yeah, like why would you not do anything about it? At least try to do something about it. At least that's what I think. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder how some people are so fast to bring others to their attention. The main thing I've focused on that has made itself useful has been creating art. Like that's my outlet. That's the way I express what I can not express with words. There's some people that are great at just talking to camera and expressing their thoughts that way. I mentioned it, I'm trying to get better at that. I think I did improve, definitely. If you see the first videos I've made, I look like cardboard, and I was so stressed out about it, about being perceived. That's not longer an issue, but as anybody else, I have my whole amount of baggage that I have to carry and I have to unpack and deal with. I think that's one thing that got affected by my own experiences. I feel I was way more extroverted and I would say even joyful when I was younger, but that shifted. So those are things that you have to at least be aware of. I try to be aware of for myself. Yeah, I think this might be a way of me to do my own, I don't know if I would call it therapy. At least is an outlet, a creative outlet to express the way I feel and stuff I'm interested in. Anyway, if you decided to watch me speak to a camera and tell you all this nonsense, thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. I'm going to wrap this up. Let me know what you think. If you want me to tackle something specifically or make a specific video for the channel, yeah, I'm open to ideas. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.